Hello, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be recording another haul. This is another place in my house. So I've been trying different corners in this house to see which one is better for lighting. And so this might look a little different and I wanted to just get this video out right away. So here is some of the things I found. It's honestly very fallish, so we'll see. So I did find 8 of these beautiful amber glass goblets, I guess. So it had these ones, and they also had 8 of these little ones. I would use these ones for desserts, or something like an ice cream, or I can already see like a apple pie with a little bit of ice cream on top, something like that. And then these ones are made of good, like, heavy quality glass, and I love the colors. But I don't really know if these are new or old. To me, it seems like it will be something from like Cracker Barrel or something like that, Crate and Barrel, because I bought things from them before in blue. So I don't know, but still $1 for each one of these. I thought it was a good deal, so I got them, and I think it'll be perfect for Thanksgiving. I'm almost always entertaining for Thanksgiving. And then I also got this one for $3.99. This is a little wood shelf, and it has all these details, and they're kind of like the flowers are like yellowish green details, accents in there. It was only $3.99. I don't know if I said that. And then here is the hanging hooks. This will be really cool for a corner, a hallway, at the end of a hallway, to have some sort of accent. So yeah, and I am honestly not sure if this is real wood. It just looks so beautiful to be wood. Almost feels like it should be plastic, but I think it's wood. And speaking of wood, I also found this little teak tray with the hole for one of those domes. I have extras every time I see them for a good deal. I buy them. So this was $3.49 minus 30% off because I always use my coupons. And this is teak wood in excellent shape. If I oil this, it's gonna look like new. So with the little dome, it's gonna be perfect. And again, perfect for fall. So I feel like it was very fallish this time around. I did find this little metal ornaments or applications that you can put over a door, or an entryway, or even a cabinet to give some dimension. These are metal, like iron ones, and they were only $1 each, so I needed to get these ones right away. This is one of my favorite vibes for fall, even though sometimes I don't get to use it at home. But it's this beautiful bowl. It has like the place here. I don't know if you would have like a little cup to have some dip, or it's just that like that. It is signed. I think it's long. So I think this is a famous artist, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful tray. So like, can you imagine this like for fall? This will be so good, right? So anyways, and this one I can't remember. I think this one I paid like $5.99. My platters at Goodwill tend to be a little bit more expensive, but for something like that, it's totally worth it. And I honestly paid, the other day I bought one that I didn't show you. It's still in the package, new. It sells at like Lowe's for $80, and I paid $3.99 because it was in the package. So it's just a white, beautiful bowl, platter for like turkey or something. I also have this one. This one is not fall, but it has the fall vibes. It's Happy Easter. And I tend to do very natural and very like toned down Easter. I don't do much like bright colors or bunnies and things like that. I have some bunnies that look like chocolate, things like that. But I like a lot of the wood and the gold and the green from like moss and things like that. So anyways, I thought $2.49 was a good deal because I know once it's closer to Easter, these are going to be like $4.99 again. Now, me and brass, we have a special bond. So this one is not brass material, but it's brass color. So it's this beautiful frame. It is made of plastic. It's made in the USA, and so it's one of those vintage ones. It says 1019 what 87. So it's from 1987. Look at the flowers that I have right there. They look pretty in here, and you're there. So anyways, I thought the shape was cute. It has a little bit of like discoloration, but the age and the price worked right. It was $2.49. I also found these two trivets. I think these are brass. I can't for sure tell, but I think they are. So it's this beautiful flower one and this other one. They kind of go together. I'm guessing like you could put them both sides of your stove, something like that, or in the table, like on one of each ends of your table. They were also $2.49 each, and they are made in Taiwan. So I don't know if you can appreciate the details, but they're just very beautiful. So I thought for fall table setting or even in the kitchen will be perfect. So I love that. Almost getting to the end because this was, well, a few items here. So I did buy one of those bags that is $3.99 or $2.99, and it had these two little brass candlestick holders, and you know me and that. I was surprised by the details on this one. I thought they were going to be both the same when I saw them from, you know, there was a bunch of things in there. And so I just gave the whole bag back. I just wanted those, and they gave me a coupon for that, which I was very grateful for. Then I bought this. This is weird. I tend to, like, I look around, and if I see something that I like, I'll grab it, right? But this time I saw napkins, and so it was $2. So the first set of napkins is Barbie, which, who cares? I don't care. We're old for that theme in this house. No more little kids. But we'll use them. I'll use them for spring. The only thing that has Barbie is just the name, but everything is like, we'll use them for spring. I honestly, when I run out of napkins, I'll just use whatever I have in my drawers. But these ones, they were so 70s to me. And I don't think they are 70s, but look at that beautiful thing. Again, autumn. So I know lots of people would do like the fabric napkin, right? The cloth napkin. But realistically, I can put this on the side and then people use that. And then my table setting has the cloth ones. And if people don't want to use it, they can just use this. But I love these colors. So 70s to me. I love it. And then the pattern is great, I think. So anyways, I grabbed that. And then I have this bag which I haven't really gone to see what is in here. So I bought it for $3.99. And the reason why I bought it is because I saw these DIY. And someone made ice in the form of circle. But when they put the water in there before, they put blueberries in the molds. So when you put your mold, your frozen circle with the blueberry inside in a red drink, it looks like you have ice in there, like ice, right? Body part ice. So my kids and I were looking at that, and they're like, "Mom, let's make ice, so ice, so that we can have it for Halloween." So that's what we got this. So I got this for that reason. Then in there was this winter things here that are going to be maybe kind of useful, and I can always give them away, you know, as a little gift. I think it might be new, so that might be something that I want to give away. So yeah, we have Christmas tree and the snowman and the gingerbread house. So, and then there's this circle. Oh, I think this is where you actually place the things. So this is supposed to make a kit where you put the house and the star or the snowman. I mean, not a star, the tree or the snowman, and make these little kits to decorate. This is kind of cute. I don't know if we would use it, honestly. And you know, see, the circle has these indentations where things will sit in there so it can stand. But I mean, they were part of the bag, so I'll take it. I can probably think of someone that I know that might be interested in creating something like this. My sister is teaching now second grade, and I don't know, maybe this is too young for them, but she only has a few students, so maybe this is something she would like to do with her students, you know. We'll see. Then, and it was originally 1697, so my goodness. Oh, because it's from sur la table, you know, or sur la table, is this French, like, it has like gadgets for kitchens. And then lastly, this bag of paper bags. They're black, which is great. It has 12 in it. I have a birthday party coming up. Can probably use this for birthday treats for my kids. Then I found some jewelry. Normally, I stay away from the jewelry just because I know that there are some places where I can find like jewelry cheaper or the same price. Because I'm normally not going to be buying real gold or real silver. It's like hard to find it at the thrift store. But today, I'm wearing these gold ones, and I saw these ones that look kind of like the same but smaller in silver. And like I said, it's pricey. With the 20% off, it comes back, you know, comes down a little bit. But I know I'll use these ones, and I know I'll use these ones, and they were just so. They look good quality. They're kind of like heavier material, you know. Let me see if there's any markings. I don't think there's going to be any markings. Yeah, there's no markings, but they just look good quality, and I for some reason don't have any silver jewelry, and so decided to stop by and grab these two pairs. So there you go. And then this bag, I bought these two bags that has the same thing. This is my brain, like getting ready for Christmas. So I always like to do some sort of a gift for neighbors and friends that, you know, live around the neighborhood, or from church, things like that. So I got these ones. I thought they were really well made. Like, you know, it doesn't look so Dollar Tree-ish, you know? And so it has this, and they are good lighting up, right? So I always like to have a message about lighting up the world, like about Jesus, you know, Jesus' birth, all of that. So I think like with something like this, it's so cute where you can just put a little card and a bow, and this looks great. They can set it up somewhere. They can hang it in their tree. I feel like I could use them as ornaments if I wanted to. I have a dozen here. So the deal was, I thought they could be useful for Christmas, so I bought them, and most of them were new with the plastic thing in there. Finally, I just want to show you pairs of shoes, which I normally don't go all the time buying, but because I started working, I noticed that, I don't know, if you never own Crocs and you think Crocs are ugly, I agree, they're ugly, but they're comfortable. And fortunately, Crocs has these sandals, which I've been wearing to their death. So I'll show you. I'm just going to take it off and show it to you, because these are comfortable as you can get. So I'm on my feet most of the day because I'm a teacher and I'm just walking around. So this summer when we went to buy shoes for the kids for school, sorry, let me fix my shoe. I went and bought some in like, these have like a light brown color. But I'm thinking, okay, the winter's gonna be here and I'm not gonna be able to have my shoe, you know, open shoes. And I need something comfortable that I can be on my feet all day long. So I was lucky and I was just like, I'm gonna just look. And these are the colors I always wear. So these Lifestyle. So Velcro 2000. These are some, I don't know if you call them like slip-ons or I don't know what these are called in English. I would say like mocasines in Spanish. So I don't know if this is a moccasin or slip-on, what would you call it? But this is comfortable, and they were like, as you can see, they are new. Look at this, like the soles. They were almost new. So $12.49. It gets slippery here where the snow sometimes, you know. But I feel like this is something that I can get away with. And then I did find these ones. This was our savers for 12.49, which not cheap, but way better than if I bought them new. And then I bought these ones at Goodwill, and they were also new and super comfortable. They're called Easy Spirit, and you can see already here. So I was wearing them as I was in the store. I took off my shoes and I just walked around the store, and I was like, okay, I can handle this. I could actually go and like a full day of work with this because the heel is not that tall, and then I have a lot of support and a lot of cushioning in there. So it was $5.99. And I mean, nudes are like, if I'm not wearing black, I'm wearing nudes mostly. I have some white shoes I use very little, and some navy ones that I choose, that I use very little. But anyways, these were the ones that I got for the win today. So I also got some other stuff. Like I've been thrifting clothing. I thrifted this top. I've changed sizes. I can even tell you. So I am going through changes like most people my age are, and I find it really hard to figure out how to navigate this situation. So my goal first was like, okay, I'm not gonna eat anything that makes me happy. No, just kidding. I'm not gonna eat anything with like sugar or carbs or anything, so that I can be the size that I want to be. But lately, like a week or two ago, I started like doing, maybe 3 weeks ago, I started like exercising consistently with like weights and everything. And my weight has not changed. And I started like drinking like smoothies, because that I feel like that helps me with my digestive system. So started doing that, and my weight is not going away, right? Like I'm not losing weight or anything. So I thought, what if I just dress the way I am right now, and I do all these healthy things for my own benefit, right? Working out, going to bed early, drinking water, all of those things that we know we have to be doing, without expecting to change sizes. And I just buy clothes that is my actual size right now and feel good in my clothes. Because that was the deal. It was like I was not feeling comfortable because the clothes that I owned was not fitting, right? So I've been thrifting, and I've been wearing these like loose shirts, and like I love these kinds of pants, and I did thrift some today. So these ones, they're kind of like silky, right? Wide leg. So you see where I'm going with the heel and the wide leg, and then like a nice, I will do something like more silky top with like maybe some sort of a cardigan, or I'm not thinking of a cardigan. I'm thinking of like the ones that are more loose, something like this. And I paid $4 for this, and I'm like, I can just, and it's interesting because my savers thinks these are pajamas. They are not pajamas, because these are something to be worn outside. So $4 I paid for that. And that's my advice. Wear something that makes you feel fabulous, no matter what size you're in. And like, I feel like I was waiting for me to be a certain size so that I could look good. And I'm like, enough of that. So I also found these pants, and they were also $4. And these are, it's not looking the same color in there, but this is like hot pink linen. These white leg pants. And these are Banana Republic. And I have a lot of shirts that have like stripes, white and blue and pink, things like that. So I think I can squeeze some uses out of this hot pink before the summer ends, because it's still kind of hot here, even though we all want to think of fall and Halloween. So I got that. I also got this dress. This is an interesting one, because I normally don't go for stretchy dresses, but I just loved the print. This green olive dress, and it's just a basic shape dress. This is easy for church. I can have a really nice necklace. I can have a cardigan. I can have actually suit jacket. I think I have a a green one like this, and I have black for sure. A nice necklace. So like I said, this could be, or even a belt, you know, to give some definition. So, and it has a really nice fall. So I like that one. And then I'll show you the last two because I wasn't planning on showing you clothing, but since we're on the topic, I also found me this dress. This is orange, which I would normally think is summer, but because it's Halloween era, you know, we can get away with. And also this one, I noticed that this is the shape that goes well with me. It's like the buttons in the middle. You cinch it in the waist or wherever, you know, it feels better. It has some cool details in the bottom, like this kind of double stitching, like double joint, I don't know. And then, you know, just easy. Something that I think you can layer this dress. And this is by Calvin Klein. The other dress was, I don't think, it's probably like Impressions Workshop. So I don't really know. It's probably something vintage because that, I remember that fabric being old style. And then this one I bought because I guess I was feeling orange. I thought this would be so cute with black pants. Normally this fabric, this kind of fabric is not my favorite, but this, you know, the design in it, it was beautiful. And I like this longer sleeve that falls. It's very flattering. So this kind of thing with some black pants, it's cute. Oh, and somebody stole some pants that I had bought, I think. Just realizing. So anyways, and then you tie it here in the front. So that will be flattering because it will cinch me in the middle. So anyways, those are the things I thrifted this yesterday and today. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching my videos, and please like and subscribe. If you're interested in buying anything from me, I can give you my Facebook contact information. That's where you can find a lot of the things that I sell. And if you are interested, I can definitely work on a way to mail those things to you. Anyways, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next week. Bye.